even though I like the game. I like the way you can zoom in, zoom out. Look, that's good. You can rotate. You'd expect to see in a game like this, but as soon as you let go, it goes back to that set view for some reason. I saw another YouTube video saying all that will be patched later on, all that, but I bet it won't. So I tend to leave it fairly wide, really. And just the controls. I mean, you've got a option here to the settings. Look at the wireless controller layout. But it doesn't really tell you a lot. You know, rotate formation, X circle. It's not very good at all. The pause menu with the press the touchpad is quite a good idea. I'll show you that in a minute. That's quite clever. But even with that, it says up on the D-pad to jump to select a group. Unless it's completely off screen, then it won't do that, and it's just annoying. And you select control group, that's fair enough, you can whiz around. And it's just a little bit confusing, the controls. I'm going to try and make it a bit easier if I can, if anybody's watching, and show you what I mean. And also, in that options, the gameplay part of it, well, there's just all these options here, that's the usual expect, something like that. It's no problem to leave them all on virtually, except for the last one. And being slightly colourblind, I put one of the colourblind settings on it as well. That helps. That's one good thing. But my main confusion is the fact that, well, in the options side, there's no way of setting the screen. Can you see? I don't know if I hope I'll show up on the YouTube video. But all the big map screen when you can zoom in by pressing the L2 button. That's right at the edge of the screen. Now I've seen it on other YouTube videos where they've compressed it down, and so you can see the whole screen. I mean, if you look at the top left-hand corner there, look, the D-pad where you select different troops.
Orders?
It's a little bit unclear. It's right at the edge of the screen. That just annoys me, and you can't seem to do anything. There's nothing in the options. Normally in options like this game, you'd have where you reduce the screen down so everything fits in nice and cleanly. And it does, you can still see everything, but as you can see on the right bottom hand corner, there's the same, the control box isn't very clear to see what's going on. God knows if there's anything to the right hand side of that box, because I can't see it. Now there is an option in the actual main menu of the PlayStation to reduce down the size, but I've already done that, and the little yellow boxes are correct around the edges, and everything like that you can see. So I don't really want to reduce it down anymore. But usually in a game like this would have an option built into the game so that you could reduce it so you could see it all. Good example of that is not the PlayStation but the Xbox One. In Halo Wars 2 you can actually do that, so you can actually compress it all down so you can see everything on screen at once. Another little problem, a nice little explosion there, it's good, we'll pause here, is I've heard people say on the thing, oh, you can't speed up this trace, to get to where you want to go quickly. And nowhere in the manual, or I know you can online manual and all that, I just don't want to be bothered with that. It should be a lot clearer. Certainly the tutorial is rubbish in comparison to a lot of games. It stops and starts, and you can't, when the bloke's trying to tell you something in the tutorial, you can't sort of skip it. You can't sort of do anything until he's finished talking, which is stupid really, because it tells you to do something and you can't do it until he stop waffling on. So that's pretty useless. But if you want to really get around the map quick, which all RTS have usually, and this does as well, is you hold in to get the bigger map, and actually reminds me of Red Alert and things like the old Command & Conquer days. You can hurtle through the map like this and go exactly where you want to go. And also the highlights are much easier to see because of the mini-maps expanded. It would have been nice to have a whole page as a map, but it doesn't matter. It's very much Command & Conquer. But yeah, there's a few little problems like that. But the other things, it doesn't really sort of hold up very well to tell you how to sort of create groups and then delete groups. You can't sort of, like in an ordinary, I suppose these games are made for PC really anyway. You wouldn't need the problem of that. So that's the other thing is you've got to, when you want to create a command, you see how that circle comes up. I want to heal some of the people in this group now if I can do it right. Now when you want that command to happen, you have to release it, and you see where it says execute in the bottom right hand corner. That means it'll do whatever I've just ordered it to do, and hopefully that will start healing the characters in the game. But it's just, it annoys me a little bit. It's not very clear. You have to sort of like I say, I'll start with that again. If you do heal, and then you have to sort of just release the R2 button that you've created that wheel quickly, so you execute that. So you go across people, there must be somewhere here, somebody that needs a bit of health, execute. So now whoever's there should be healing the characters, which it did. It did quite well actually there. Can you see that? Oh, that is healing them. I'm getting a few shots at you. I'm going to have to move him.
Medic moving. Enemy sighted.
And also, like, you're moving characters and you're trying to, you can attack move with the triangle button. That's a good thing to remember. So look, there's this thing here, look. Done it, it's killed it. So that's good. Let's just stop there for a second. So he pulls it. And trying to get the formation right is a bit of a pain as well. You press the command button and you have to sort of just gently move the left stick around. See how can different formations in different directions? Very confusing. And then again, you just have to let go. And then they go to that formation, hopefully. It's not a very easy, none of this tells you that in the controls or anything like that. So let's see where we're trying to go. We're on, oh, wrong one. On that. So now let's just try and create a group of characters now. I think we've done everything here. So we've got a small group of soldiers here. Now you have to hold in the X button to select the unit. And this is something that doesn't tell you in the control map at all, which is annoying. If you want just a small group, you have to go down on the left analog stick. See, that's a small circle, and then go up if you want a big circle. And you know, if you didn't know that, it doesn't tell you that in the controls at all. The tutorial certainly doesn't, and I haven't seen many other videos that do that. So if I want to get them all in, I'll go. You can change the size of it. You can go left and right to make it even smaller. Look, on the left stick. It's showing you which ones you've included. So that's like that. And then
ready for battle.
Just let go of everything. It's a bit tricky. What I'm saying is you select the unit. You can either select an individual unit, like say that truck by itself, or a single character, like that. So you've lost all the others now, just by selecting one character with the X button. So it would be nice, once you've selected the whole group, oh, I'll do that again.
Ready, sir.
Like that. So you almost have to delete the one that you've got selected, and then back to the whole lot. Now you can create them to move, you can attack, yes, you can do all that. You create a group which is explained by clicking in the right analog stick, like so. So that's giving me the nearest empty slot, which is O2 there. But say I wanted to delete that, there's no way it tells you what to do when you want to delete that. So, but what I found is that you have to sort of like select them like that, and then I can't do it now. Just wanted to see. I think you have to create the group again. I'll do that now. Oh yeah, so we've deleted that group. Look. You can go back to it, like that. See, it's just, so that's deleted it. So you've got to move the cursor away from it. Actually, I'm learning the controls still myself a little bit.
Infantry on the move.
So they're still collected, but I've lost the quick selection. See that at the top? O2's gone. So remember that. If you want to quickly select that lot again, just right click in the right hand stick, like that. It's there. Move it away. And then left, and click in the left stick. And I hope I'm making this clear. Most probably not very clear. But the Sudden Strike is a very good game, and I love the graphics. I mean, I assume it's better on PS4. I mean, look at the waves; they're lovely, aren't they? All that water in it. That's good. My next confusion was trying to add troops to that group. Look, there's one bloke here I must have missed out when I was doing that. So I can click on him. And move him over here, so that's no problem. So now that they're all deselected, I can get rid of that. Now he's in that group, I can create that group again. Very confusing system. So like that, let go. So, I see I've lost 2 people. Why is he not... Oh. See, it's not confusing. There's 2 characters here, look. Why are they not in that group? So you can sort of hold the L2 button, or the R2, or R1 button, sorry, on the shoulder button, so they all come up on screen. I don't know whether you can... So I don't know how you... No, see, that don't work either. That's confusing, isn't it? I mean, wouldn't it be nice to know that I can zoom in, look, get a bit tighter. They're all selected. Look, there's even a mine here. Look, I can shoot that in a minute. But it's not very clear. So how do you select that? Select the unit. Let's just try it like that.
Orders?
Let go. See, that's still only selected in soldiers in the group there, so that's good, in a way. So again, we want to select the group, like that. Now I want to get these characters in that group. Now how do I do that? Well, that's the tricky bit. I can, like I just showed you with the 1, it would be much easier just to scope it out and then just move it down, you know, so you could, with the mouse pad or mouse and sort of controls like on a PC, it'd be a lot easier, obviously. So we've got him as group 2, right? So we'll clear that. Now, ideally, it would be nice to create this group here, like,
Ready for battle.
Like that. See, the thing still didn't get them all. That's very weird.
Sir.
I think there's a limit to the amount of characters you can have in a group. So, that's like, see, there's quite a few here. Look. See if I can go everybody on screen.
Infantry ready?
Well, that's better. It's very fickle what that circle actually covers. But you see, that's not this group now. So, the only thing I can think of, the best way of doing it, is to start from scratch. So, bring them all over here. Like that. Give them a nice tight group. That's it.
Infantry on the move.
Like that. That grouping system is a useless thing as well. Very tricky. Right. So now they're all here. Now in theory, let's move that a bit. Should be able to create the quiz. But I'm not 100%, so let's see what it does now. So if I get everybody in it and create a new group. See how it's moved an O2 group to O5? It's a bigger group now, which is good. But it's just confusing, you know, it's not very easy. It would have been nice just to add that to the second group, one group, but I don't know why it does that. It's just a pain in the arse. So that's good. That truck's knackered, but we'll have to see if we can. So we'll move them around. That's good. We've got them as a group now.
Yes, sir.
They all move fairly quickly. They do get somewhat confused. That's an attack now. Attack move.
Target destroyed.
So it doesn't take long. I also quite like the fact that you can actually tell them to actually shoot at a certain point.
Infantry on the move.
So there's something else here, look. Where am I now? Oh, there is something coming up. Oh, look, enemy in sight.
Infantry moving. Infantry moving.
Oh yeah. What I like also, I don't know what to do with this is, oh yeah. Attack ground. Again, if you want to attack a certain area, just press the R2, let the right trigger in and highlight the bit you want to crack and release it. And that says execute. And you can move this cursor around. None of the controls or any of the tutorial tells you this. The only way I found out really was that in the tutorial it does say something about planting a bomb, as it does in this earlier level. And you have to sort of plant it and then move away. You just blow yourself up otherwise. So if you want just to shoot a certain area, like here, for instance, like just attack, bang, see they're all fired at until you tell them to stop. Or perhaps they'll stop. Bang. Oh, see, bang, they're just going to keep firing at that. Why that tank's firing so far past, that's not very good aiming. But then stop. Hopefully that stopped. Yep. So that's the whole group now that we see. They've got one tank in there as well. Could do with repair really, if you ask me. don't think I've got a repair for that. No. See, I can make him open the hatch, which is a good one. So again, just press that across and highlight it and let go of the trigger. See how the blokes come out of his hatch? What that does is gives you a greater field of view that you can see that where the fog of war is released. So then again, you carry on with that.
Tank moving.
Now, why is that tank not moving with us?
Affirmative.
Oh, he's in engine. Oh, I see. Yeah, see that hazard warning thing? It means he's lost his track or something like that. Yeah, he has. Yeah, that's a shame. So we ain't coming anywhere with us. I don't think we've got any repair units here for that. Not in this campaign mode part. So now, that's the other question I had. So all these people with their eyes. Stupid idea. That just shows that they're aware and they can see around them, I suppose. You can actually so that was the other thing that didn't really show on this one here. Look, for instance, they're all in the bushes and they're all hiding somewhat, but you can also make them go to ground, so they're even harder to spot. But it's stand up, so they are already standing up. And that's the one that's highlighted. So you can make them go defensive. They're doing that, so that they don't attack without being attacked first. Return fire, as they call it. And you can make them go into the undergrowth. Watch, go down. See, they've all gone down. Now they're much harder to spot and to kill. So that's good, but you've got to remember they're done like that, because if you move them now, they'll stay crouched, and look how slow they go until I actually stand them up again. See how much faster they go? So you've got to remember that. If you're thinking, what the hell are they taking so long to get anywhere? That's what happens. So we'll put them back in the crouch again, or into the lay down. Now I'm going to change to the third group. See, like here. Now, in theory, I'm not so sure if I'm. See, let's jump to them. But if I go back to 1,
Got my bandages ready. Yes.
see, that's not jump to them. You see, really, pressing up on the D-pad now should give me straight to that group that I selected.
Infantry ready.
So it's still on 3. So it's actually deselected 3. What it is, you can see I've got that one bloke right in the top left-hand corner. Because they're not clearly on the screen.
Sir.
See, it's just centralising on that.
Ready for battle.
See, it just won't do it. And unless you clear the screen completely.
Ready for battle.
See, there's still that 3's highlighted. Go on to 1. Select
Ready for
them.
battle.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anyone injured?
Oh, that's group 5 actually.
Any orders,
Sorry,
sir?
my mistake.
Reporting for duty.
Let's see if that does that this time.
Ready for battle.
See, no, it just highlights the group, but you'd think.
Yes, sir.
I asked group 5
sir.
to actually
Reporting for duty.
highlight, but I can't seem to get it to. I don't know whether. No, so that doesn't work. It's just a
Waiting
weird
orders.
system.
Infantry reporting for duty. Infantry reporting for duty.
See, they're highlighted. If I pan over, they're there, look.
Ready for battle.
And that will centralise. If I go slightly over here,
Reporting for duty.
it will centralise. But why, if I'm looking at these ones here, does it not centralise?
Ready for battle.
So it still only goes to the nearest. Snap to unit. That doesn't seem to work either. It snaps to different ones in the whole group that go to each person. It's a very confusing system. Unless you get to 1 point. So that's everybody in that group. Actually more than most probably there is. Because there's so many in that group, I don't think it can show everybody. It can only show the top 20, I suppose, or something like that. But yeah, it's a very confusing system.
Reporting for duty.
It's not something you want to be doing in a hurry. Now, this is quite an interesting tactic as well here. If you want to move different groups at the same time, put it into pause mode. It's must be quite common knowledge to all ordinary RTS fans. And then you go, and you want them to move. So you'll move him there, like that. And then this next group.
Medic reporting. Infantry ready.
So I want to go back to 5 again. But you can't unless you do this.
Got my bandages ready.
Or 3,
Yes.
It's group 3.
Infantry reporting for duty.
Right, and then so I want to move this group over here. Say next to them. Just put them in a tighter group. Like that. So they're not doing anything at the moment. That's because it's paused. Watch this. As soon as I pan away and unpause it, both of them are moving. See that? That's quite an interesting and useful thing to have to know. no mention of the tutorial or anything like that, or the controls on screen, and a rare thing for this game, actual controls are in a little booklet that you get with the game. Most unusual. I do like these sort of games. I love Command and Conquer games. So I can go back to
Medic reporting.
whatever group that is. So that's changed it.
Reporting for duty. Medic reporting. Got my bandages ready.
Where are they again? There they are.
Ready, sir. Ready, sir. Ready, sir.
So you go left or right, and you can pick the group you want, and then press up, and it will centralise on them. Why I've left a couple of them behind, I don't know what's the matter with them too. It's a bit weird. So, stand up. That's it. Why are they? The tank crew. That tank must have blown up. That explains it. See, there's no way now of getting just these two blokes in that group simply. It's just a pain in the arse. It's group 5, remember, we're looking at here. So I'm going to have to do it again. So I want to keep the people together. So we'll just get rid of that. Highlight the group, small group. Hold down on the left analog stick, like that. Get them over here as quick as you can. Oh, let's get them standing. Oh, there. Standing up. Let's get them moving a bit quicker. That's it. And then I've got to do that all again. I've got to make that group up. That's the most confusing I've found thing in it. Alright, so we're there. So let's try and make this nice big group again.
Any orders, sir?
And right stick click in. And now this is group 5, remember, so that's going to change again to group 2. So it goes to the nearest free group. How confusing is that? Why can't I just create them into group 5? Maybe I'm missing something. If it's that confusing, why is it so confusing? So now we're going to attack this radar dish here. Fairly straightforward. I think I'm hoping that's helped some of you there with the controls, because it is confusing. Let's take this nice and slowly. So, oh, wrong one. Oh.
Orders? Reporting for duty.
See, that's another thing. I think that's uninstinctive to a console gamer. Just trying to get it so it's like that.
Infantry
Like
on
that.
the move.
And I'm going to do an attack on. Oh. Like that. Attack on sight. So let's get another group. Let's pause that for a second. So that's the other thing with a pause. I haven't got to panic and run around trying to make the next decision. You can do that almost immediately. So I'll get this lot here, look.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
It's group 3, yeah, that's right.
Ready for battle. Ready, sir.
So let's just make sure. If you're unsure that you've got the right group, just centralise it like that. So now let's see if we can get this lot over here to help this lot out. Let's move them. Oh, wrong way. Controls. We'll get them a little bit closer than that. And we'll do that as an attack move. Yeah, like that. So they'll attack as soon as they get there. Right. So that's that.
Infantry on the move. Reporting for duty.
So that's completed. So I didn't really need them in the end, so that was good. But so if I get this group again and move them across a bit, just make sure this.
Target in sight.
See, if you press the triangle button to attack move, that'll sort of give you get rid of all these bunkers and things.
Anti-tank moving. Kill him.
Oh.
Attack. Attack. Destroying the target.
Bang. See, the other good move here is attacking that ground, which I've already done, like that, and then go. This destroys that bunker. You can use it to protect yourself if you thought something else was coming, but there's nothing coming. Alright. See, those just keep attacking until it's destroyed, that's it, like that. See, that's good. You can enter. Let's just get this other group here now.
Anyone injured? Awaiting orders. Ready for battle.
We've got a few injured ones there, so. Is that healing? Oh, they are healing. Let's stop that. Stop. You'd think they would have stopped, actually. Another silly little incongruence, really. So they're all healed again now, that's good. I don't know. See, that's the other thing that slightly gets me. It shows you all of the characters there on in that group, right? But you only got to move it slightly, and it just goes to the individual. I suppose that's easier, I suppose. But why does one person... Why? Is that in the middle? Or is that... Yeah, I think that is. Very confusing. Yeah, look, this group was grey, so it's... that's interesting. Oh yeah, you can do it in more than one part. Weird. Alright, so we get that. Move them in the house, I suppose we could do that. Oh. Let's see if we can... So you can flick the right stick to find each character. I'm just trying to find one that's injured and see if I can get them to repair her. It's not very good. Ah, this one. Execute. See if somebody goes to repair him. He should do. Oh, there he goes. There he is, look. 42. Looks quite slower than I expected. If they self-heal, I suppose, to a certain degree. 43. So it is doing it. So that's good having a rest between each bout, I suppose. Right, so we got that. That's that objective done. Alright, so let's get these ones.
Infantry ready.
Let's go. So yeah, really, though I may have still more on this beach here, over here, look. There's characters to actually use. Don't really need them. Tanks would be nice. Let's try and do a little bit more practice on the groupings. So, let's go, let's get a nice big group of these. Let's do that in a couple of turns. So you can't just... Everybody on screen, possibly. See, there's no way of keeping that group. Come on. Highlighter.
Infantry reporting for duty.
See, one person. Why can't I just get them as a group? X. No. It's a weird system, I tell you. Right, so we have to do it a couple of times like that. Make them into a group, and actually we'll move them closer together. That's better.
Sir.
Let's get that.
Target in sight.
Where? Oh. See, once we get that group together, we'll cancel it. See, that's the quickest way, I think, of making a group from nothing, is to cancel it and start again. Now you've got the whole lot in one group, let go. And they're group 6, so that's good. So let's take that, we've done that.
Anti-tank moving.
Well, we got them, so that's alright. Let's get rid of that. There's something in here as well. Let's attack this lot.
Shoot them. Yes.
We seem to be doing alright there. See, now that's a burning building. There's no good letting the troops in there, so let's just go. So we've got a nice few groups there now. I don't know if you want above 10, you'll be a bit stuffed, I think.
Hurry up.
Right, so let's have a look, see where am I heading. That's quite a low group there. Let's try this one first. It's an idea, just use these. Should be enough. Obviously they walk faster on... So is that water?
Medic moving.
That looks like water, I don't know if I really want that. Tanks are there, where do they go through? Well, they're going to go around it by the looks of it. You can also string moves together. I don't know if you can see that. If you press... let's pause it for a second. Let's try it. So we want... Now this is confusing. You've got to hold the circle button in. Like that. That's one. do that? Sorry, confused now. No, I can't do that. Pause.
Anti-tank moving.
See, that's the second move. Look, and so you've got to sort of see. That's another learning curve. That should, in theory, move to that. Why they've stopped, I don't know.
Infantry on the move.
Like that. So they should, in theory, follow those two command points there now. Unless they get attacked by something like that. Nothing here.
Hurry up.
So you can get troops to actually go in there. Look, gives them a bit of defence.
Reporting for duty. Orders? Reporting for duty.
Infantry on the move. Anti-tank moving.
So we're group 6 here. Cool, that was a good shot. You see that? That was silly. So we've got the supply base, that's 2 or 3. Now we've just got the middle one to sort out now, this one here. And that should be about it. So now let's go back. Like I say, left trigger in to move around fast. Best way. And I hope that makes making sense. It's nice as some viewers. That will go on YouTube. I think it will be helpful because there is a lot of confusion with the controls in this game. Right, so we got them. So let's see where let's move them up to this place a little bit. Now there is a little trick that I've noticed as well. So we've got all these characters in this house, and they're well protected. Yes, they're defended.
Any orders, sir?
So it says, look, exit to location, or fire to attack the ground. So that even though they're built into the house, they can fire anywhere you want it to fire. Let's try that first of all. So like that, and fire. Execute. See, X button, execute. That's the only button press that actually makes any logical sense. So they'll just keep firing at things at that point, hopefully. Or somebody will. I thought that was everybody, but no. Right, so we can stop that at the moment. That's good. Now I want to get all these people out of this house. So, again, highlight the command you want, and just let go of the trigger. Right trigger. They are. See? Like that. And now there's a little highlight there, and we'll bring them back into that group. Like that. Execute.
Infantry reporting for duty.
See, they're all coming out. Oh, and they're still, luckily, all group 6. That's the beauty of this. You could get like them lot into that. These bunkers around here. I think you can actually do that in some of the multiplayer that I haven't tried yet. See, he's been well damaged. Nice. Armoured car. Phew, that's a German one there. So you can also put some of these characters into the armoured car, and they're protected. And you use that same move to get people out of that, you know, to the next detonation. We'll try that and show you. So we'll highlight them all again, group 6.
Got my bandages ready.
Any orders, sir?
Right, so we've got all group 6. And it says, look, enter. So we'll click that. Oh, no, that's too damaged for people going. If you've got that highlight, I don't know if I've got a repair truck there. I don't think I have. See that tank says there, it's got plenty of, what's it missing? Oh, it's got machine gun rounds in the tank, but no shells left, so that's a bit annoying. I wonder if we can use these supplies or something. Local supply vehicle. That's a thought. Let's try that.
Need medical assistance?
Yes?
I wonder if we can get supplies out of that if we put somebody... Oh, come on in. That's weird.
Anyone injured?
Reporting for duty.
Why can't I get anybody in there? Unload all. Who's in there then?
Infantry ready?
Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not... Is that... Oh, bugger.
Yes, sir?
Infantry ready?
So let's... Why can't I get... Command? Ah, oh God. That's why I'm doing it wrong.
Affirmative.
Yeah, look, get a few of them in there. God, how do they think they're going to get in there? That's it. So that, does that... supply vehicle. Heal. Don't know if that's going to do that or not. So there's nobody in this tank now.
Infantry on the move.
So I want to get people in the tanks again.
Orders?
And here.
Infantry on the move. Yes? Infantry moving? Yes? Need ammo, fuel, or repair?
Ah, command, look, see that? Oh, that's interesting. That little highlight icon there. Oh. What's he doing? Resupply. Execute.
On the way.
Ah, there we are. See if that does that tank. Let's slow that on the tank and see if it goes from 0 to 10. That's it, look at that. 2, 4, 6. Yay, brilliant. That's cool.
Right on.
That's good, I like that. And fuel. Oh, we could have fuel. Oh. What we got for fuel?
Hurry up.
Oh yes, filling it up. That's good. Oh, that's interesting. So that truck, as long as it's somewhere near where you want it to be. Shells, look, we need to resupply on that one. Oh, that's cute. And let's see if we can get fuel on that one. Oh, that's interesting. See, I'm learning all the time.
On the way.
Oh, that's clever, I like that. I don't know if that'll repair stuff. I wonder if that'll repair that one. No. That's just a resupply, so it's not a repairer. So we'll get that. We've got... Doesn't really need I like this resupply truck. I think that's brilliant. I love it.
Verstanden.
That's really good. And we'll fuel it as well. Funny, that must have had a few bullets from missing, I reckon. Fuel's done. Oh, that's it, so they're all fueled up. That's great. Alright,
Any
so
orders, sir?
that's group 6.
Reporting for duty.
Infantry moving?
See now we're we've got some. Come on, move.
Yes, sir.
Why the hell are these lot not? Who we got in here? So that
Reporting for duty.
small group.
Orders? Affirmative.
Load. Execute. So it's obviously that can't go anywhere, so we'll just
Yes.
get everybody here.
On the way.
So what? Oh, that's handy actually. So we're going to get this lot into this group again.
Come on.
So we're going to have to create that group, so they're not group 6. I just wish we could add to that group. That's annoying me. Don't know. Tank, crew, infantry. So we've got the wrong sort of infantry there, really. Just zoom in a bit. 6.
Reporting for duty.
Group 7 now. So we've got group 7 and group 6.
Ready? Orders?
Oh,
Got my bandages ready.
so we'll get rid of group 6.
Yes? Infantry on the move.
Just getting them. So are they group 7? They're group 6 still.
Reporting for duty.
What the hell? We've got one bloke who's group 7. That doesn't make sense.
Affirmative.
Well, he's a waste of time.
Anti-tank moving.
You can see this isn't a quick game. Right. They're very restless, these people.
Waiting orders.
7, that's good. So they're all group 7 now.
Infantry on the move.
Where are we going?
Infantry moving.
Oh, come on. Oh, that's one way of doing it, I suppose.
Come on.
Like that. That's good. Let's go.
Machine gun moving.
Oh. What the hell is that supposed to be? Can't imagine.
Got my bandages ready.
Should be really easy.
Infantry on the move. Infantry moving. Infantry moving. Ready for battle. Yes. Reporting for duty.
Hostile units spotted.
Machine gun moving. Yes. Fire at the target. Bullseye. Thanks to you, we have gained an important foothold
And
on
that's
enemy
it.
ground. Excellent work. I am impressed.
Oh, good. Got a few points there, anyway. And the 3 stars. Well, I think I'll stop the broadcast there, but I just hope that helped you a little bit, all the people watching. Should have left the comments on, really. I wonder if I can put the comments back on. Comments. Oh, I see. Oh, that's good. Yes, the price is a little bit confusing. Yeah, it's not that. Once you get into it, you're learning all the time, just on a few extras. Um, so that's good. Yeah, I think that's all I can really say at the moment. Get rid of that. So that's that done. And I thought I had the audio comments actually would come up as a vocal thing, because it just leaves the screen nice and big like this. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.